All right, we're out here in Outerbike in Moab, Utah in the fall of 2017. Outerbike is put on by a company called Western Spirits. The owner is Mark Senoff, and he's riding right in front of me. I'm on the Pivot Mach 5.5. We're riding a trail called Sidewinder. We're about 20 minutes into our pedaling here. I gotta tell you guys, this Mach 5.5 just pedals really well. Really well. My only complaint in my first 25-30 minutes on the bike is I think this thing's got a 30-tooth chain ring. So I am like spun out like super quick. It's an XT build, so it has a 46 on the back, I think. Anyway, a 32 would be better, or a 34. Not a big deal, you can change that pretty easy. Super supple over all the nice, Mark. Super supple over all the little kind of square edge stuff. And DW Link is just stays so high in its travel. It's just really nice to pedal. Climbs a lot better than I thought it would, considering it's 160 mil up front. And what is this thing, 140 in the rear? I dig this bike. So far, so good. As you guys know, I like to demo these bikes all on the same trails. I kind of have my test loop there in my hometown, but Moab is a perfectly fine place to test bikes. They've got a little bit of everythty out here, and it's fun. Oh man, this bike is so rad. Little Lucy. Nice. Okay, we're doing another lap on Sidewinder. Mark had to head back. You know, he's got a lot going on today with Outerbike, so we're gonna do another lap on Sidewinder here. Kind of a fun little trail, kind of like a blue type trail, I think. Fast, flowy, fun, whatever. And so far, I am absolutely digging the Mach 5.5 by Pivot. Climbs really well. I've had a couple of pedal strikes. I'm wearing flats today. I know you guys, I wear clipless pedals a lot of the time, but anyway, I've spun out quite a bit on this, so I need to, if I bought this, I'd swap out the chain ring. I had a couple pedal strikes though. Part of that's due because it's got 175 millimeter cranks on it, but it climbs really well for what it is. I'm riding a medium. I'm 5'8", and man, it feels good. Really good. I'd have to go back and check the numbers. Doesn't feel quite as long as the Firebird was, but man, really good geometry. There's nothing real high speed. Like, I'm pretty sure I haven't gone over, 15 miles per hour. Oh boy, off the trail. There we go. But there we go. Anyway, I'd like to be able to get some speed up to kind of see how stable it is. I mean, it feels really stable, but I haven't gone like really fast over like really rough stuff. This probably, I'll admit it, this is probably not the perfect test track for this bike, but this bike is more of a do everything bike. Honestly, it's not just like I go smash them at the park bike, but I think it could do park duty. I don't see why not. Yeah, there we go. That's a little higher speed. Oh boy. Yeah, man. Feels like it's got good traction when you load up that front tire. There we go. Yeah, another good bike by Pivot for sure. Well, I'm digging the 5.5. if you are looking for something that you can go pedal all day long on, but you still want that bike to be able to go have a lot of fun on like a lift serve day at a ski resort, this might be the bike. I mean, the Firebird, okay, let's just say you're considering this or the Firebird. I mean, you'd have to be hitting some crazy stuff to have to justify the Firebird over this, because I think this is gonna do close to as well as that Firebird on 95% of the stuff at the lift serve. You know, riding just really heavy stuff. Really plush bike, travels good. I just dig it. All right, well, I've had about an hour-long ride on the Mach 5.5 right so far. And don't be fooled by the 140 millimeters of travel. This is a big bike. I mean, it's just really a stout bike. Like, I don't know, if it was an animal, if it was a dog, it'd be a bulldog. Kind of shorter travel at 140. It's not like 160 or 170 mil travel bike, but man, it just feels really big and awesome. Okay, so the 5.5 is not the most like nimble bike, but I don't think anyone looking at it thought it would be. It's a really sturdy bike. It's still playful and poppy, but it's really stable. Like, I don't know why coming into this I thought it would feel more like a Santa Cruz 5010, but yeah, it's definitely not that. It's not like the Mojo 3 by Ibis, and it's not like the Santa Cruz 5010 at all. It's kind of this cool mid-travel-ish, longish, kind of a tweener bike, in-betweener. Yeah, it's still playful and fun, but not the way like a 5010 is. This is a bigger bike. This could go do park duty, but still is way fun. Really a lot of fun on these cross-country trails. Yeah, it's a cool bike.